Good afternoon, distinguished guests, my colleagues, parliamentary colleagues, the mayors. Thank you for the good job that you've been doing. I think the video just gives you a small snippet of the value of arts, and I think you all will agree with me that we have brought arts to the community, we have made arts more accessible, and I think just from the events that you can see in the video alone, arts has been used as a bridge and as a bond in our community. So thank you very much to the 5 mayors. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. It's my pleasure to join you here at the opening of the We Care Arts exhibition, as well as the rollout of the We Care Arts experiences. This year's exhibition is extra special. It's also being held in conjunction with the People's Association 60 Years of Community Building. And I think the synergy between the two programs and the fact that People's Association has been around for 60 years, building, strengthening, making our community more resilient, I think that's a great pairing that we have here this afternoon. The We Care Arts exhibition showcases the artistic talents of seniors, of youths, and also of those with special needs. Indeed, it's truly inclusive. And over the past 6 years, it's given voice as well to the vulnerable through a mixture of the arts. And I think the real beauty of the arts is that it really knows no boundaries and it does not distinguish. An artist is an artist. You express your form in whatever manner best known to you, and the art piece speaks for itself, and it does not look behind the nature, the social economic status, the able or disabled artists behind it. So it's heartening to see our community coming together, celebrating the talent that we have in our midst through arts. Today's exhibition is the third installment of this showcase. It is a special edition that features artworks created by 200 beneficiaries from the 26 social service agencies, or the SSAs, during the COVID-19 pandemic. This year, we can also enjoy for the first time artworks by beneficiaries of the CDAC, the Chinese Development Assistance Council, Mendaki, and the Singapore Scout Association. I saw the gentleman there in the uniform, and I said that when I came in, I recognized that I had a uniform like this. Unfortunately, it's no longer something I can get into. In addition to the physical galleries, audiences at home can visit the virtual We Care Art Gallery at CDC. My colleague, Mayor Loh Yen Ling, will share more about this later on. This year's exhibition is aptly themed Resilience and Unity in a time of COVID-19. I think a topic, a theme, a feeling that has been very much with us most of last year and still continues to be with us this year. But through the artworks on display, we can really better understand how the beneficiaries have responded to this theme, how they saw it through their own lenses, how they have chosen to express their own feelings, their own sentiments of what it means to them. You saw Ms. Ng Sin Yi, a 12-year-old beneficiary of the CDAC. I was quite amazed at her artwork, 3 hands with Singapore in the middle, very meaningful. But it tells you how she has seen the pandemic and the battle against the pandemic by our frontliners through her own eyes. She has created the work inspired by the heroism of the frontline workers and decided to do an artwork featuring 3 hands, symbolizing the frontliners, adults, and children working together hand in hand to keep Singapore safe. I'm sure we can expect to see more of such creative interpretations in today's exhibition. At MCCY, we believe that it is important to bring the arts to as many Singaporeans as possible, make it accessible, bring it into the community, and don't treat art as something that is just something that you do at an atas museum somewhere. It is something that is very much a part of us. It defines us, and it gives us solace and comfort, especially in these times. Arts and culture bring with it innumerable benefits, not just in well-being. They enable us to look at different viewpoints. We exchange ideas and we learn to see what another person sees through his lens, through the form of art that he has expressed. At the recent COS debate, my colleagues and I spoke about how MCCY will provide additional stimulus and support to this sector so that our arts practitioners, whether you are coming from an arts company or you're a self-employed person, can continue to present their cultural offerings, their art expressions, their art presentations to Singaporeans. We will inject an additional 20 million into the ACRP to help the sector build capabilities, ensure that talent is not lost, because a lot of artworks, a lot of artists in this period, what they really want is to be able to perform, to exhibit, and it's not something that they can do as freely as they could pre-COVID. And so this additional $20 million has brought our total support for the arts sector to $75 million. But it's not just about the financial benefits, and not just about the grants, not just about the financial inputs and stimulus. It's really about the hardware as well, what we want to put into the arts sector, and how we recognize our arts and cultural icons. So in this connection, we will set up a cultural medallion gallery in the Arts House by the end of this year. We hope that this will inspire Singaporeans to recognize our cultural medallions, the talent amongst us in Singapore, and to build greater awareness of our local arts and culture scene. As part of our efforts to safeguard Singapore's tangible and intangible cultural heritage, Singaporeans can also expect an exciting slate of activities and programs this year. So let me just say a little bit about it to make a plug for it, because as I said just now, it's not just about giving financial assistance to the sector, but really about coming to take part in the exhibitions, to be part of the audience when performing arts is on stage, and so on. First, to celebrate the 50th anniversary of preserving our national monuments, we'll hold a special commemorative exhibition. Where? Right here at the National Museum of Singapore from June to September this year, 2021. Second, 2021 is also the 25th anniversary of our Museum Roundtable, a collective established by NHB to spur the museum-going culture. To celebrate, NHB will launch a series of tours to lesser-known museums, including a roving exhibition on the Museum Roundtable. Third, Singaporeans can also look forward to the reopening of the Changi Chapel Museum and the Reflections at Bukit Chandu later this year in 2021. And I encourage all of you to go and visit it if you've not either been there or worse, never heard of it. Okay, so please remember. Over the next few years, we will continue to rejuvenate our museums, bring these offerings, make it more accessible, and ensure that they remain relevant to Singaporeans, because what we produce on the arts and culture scene must always resonate, must be relevant and relatable to Singaporeans. Finally, in the spirit of inclusiveness, I'm happy to roll out the WeCare Arts Experiences, an initiative that was first announced at CUS 2020 and set up by the 5 CDCs and the National Arts Council. The WeCare Arts Experience is designed to facilitate greater access to the arts and culture for the less privileged. In particular, it enables them to experience quality arts production and bond through these experiences with their family members, with their caregivers, or indeed with their befrienders, people who care the most for them, over a shared experience in the arts. Social service agencies, community partners, and other self-help groups can also tap on this initiative to bring their beneficiaries to ticketed performances as well as exhibitions at our cultural institutions. The WeCare Arts Experiences covers the ticket, the transport, and the refreshment costs for beneficiaries, caregivers, and the volunteers who look after them. In total, it is expected to benefit about 20,000 individuals. I understand that some of our SSAs will be tapping on this initiative to bring their beneficiaries to the National Museum of Singapore for the 2021 WeCare Arts Exhibition. So you see, there's really a lot of cross-selling, there's really a lot of synergy between the various programs that we have. So I hope that everyone will continue to play our part to enhance access to the arts, including and perhaps especially for those who are vulnerable in our society. And may you continue by actively volunteering with the SSAs, introducing our beneficiaries to quality arts offerings, finding common ground in these shared experiences through the medium of art. Finally, let me close by once again congratulating the CDCs, the mayors, for the hard work in putting this together. As I said at the outset, for using arts as a bridge, as a bond, to really bring our community closer together. That kind of effort is invaluable. I also want to thank the PA and the NAC on the successful opening of the 2021 WeCare Arts Exhibition. My heartiest congratulations also go out to the beneficiaries and the SSAs who have contributed richly to today's exhibition. I look forward to looking at the artworks, appreciating them, seeing from their own perspective, from their own lens, what the pandemic has meant to them. And I think in doing that, we also take home something, we learn something as well. So I wish all of you a pleasant afternoon. Thank you very much for listening to me. Have a good day ahead. Thank you very much.